What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Plant-Based Eats. I'm your host, Dan. Tonight I got a special treat for you. I'm going to be putting together a very quick and easy, absolutely delicious recipe utilizing some fresh produce from my garden. You're not going to want to miss it. So this recipe only takes a few ingredients. The main ingredient is this blue Hokkaido squash here. Isn't that just beautiful with its blue-green, grayish skin? So this is a winter squash. It has a vining habit. Very productive plant. Just one vine will grow multiple squash. It stores, it ships very well. It's extremely delicious. It's got a nutty flavor. Kind of reminds me of a buttery potato with hints of pumpkin and sweet potato. It's very easy to prepare. There's many different ways to do it, and traditionally it's quartered and put into the oven to roast. But I'm going to be cooking it a little bit different for you today. So the next ingredient I'm going to harvest comes from the fig tree. And no, it's not the fig. Instead, it's actually the leaf that I'm going to be harvesting today to be cooking with. Now, when I pull off a leaf, you can see this kind of milky substance coming out of the bottom of the stem. That's what imparts this nutty, almost coconutty type flavor that will infuse itself into whatever dish you're cooking with the leaves. It has other edible qualities as well. I'll be getting into those in future videos, so stay tuned for that. But I'm going to be putting these fig leaves into my rice dish today, and that's going to give it just a very slight nutty aroma and flavor. So let's go bring all this into the kitchen. So first things first, I got my rice cooker here. I'm going to be putting in 2 cups of brown jasmine rice and adding in about 2 1/4 cups of water, since that's what the rice instructions call for. And I'm just going to put these fig leaves right on top like so. And we'll just put this on brown rice and away we go. Next, I'm going to take that blue Hokkaido squash and just slice it right down the middle. Look at that beautiful color on the inside. Just going to quickly scrape out all the seeds and the pulp out of the middle. Should look like this when you're done. Now I'm just going to take each half and half it again, and then take those quarters and half that into eighths. Now that we got these smaller pieces, what you're going to want to do is take the outer skin off. And this is easily done just by slicing it off with a nice sharp knife. The skin's too thick to use a peeler, so you got to use a knife. So now that we got the whole squash peeled, I'm just going to take each piece and cut it up into bite-sized chunks. And it should look something like this. So here I've got about 7 garlic cloves and a small red onion cut in half. And rather than use the cutting board and chop all this up, I want to share with you this handy dandy little tool. This is a manual food processor operated with the pull of a cord. You just throw your ingredients in there, give it a few pulls, and in no time at all, you've got some beautiful chopped up ingredients. So I'm going to be cooking using a wok today. This stainless steel wok is really nice, came with a glass lid, which I really like. And I'm just going to be putting about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. And you can see how that coconut oil liquefies to a clear color rather quickly with the heat. I'm then going to add in my onion and garlic chop and give that a quick stir. Make sure everything's coated with the oil. And we'll allow that to saute for about 7 minutes or so, occasionally stirring it. Alright, so it's been about 7 minutes. Everything's looking good. I'm just going to add a little bit of water now to the onion and garlic mixture. I want to create a nice flavorful broth here. I'm also going to add in about 7 or so turns of fresh ground sea salt and the same amount in black peppercorn. I'm just going to add in the squash chunks. And I'm just going to quickly stir and infuse all those ingredients together. And now with the heat turned up to medium-high, I'm going to put the lid on, getting some steam action going. And here we are 15 minutes later. I gave it 1 stir during that time, and everything's looking really good. We're done here. You can see the liquid has pretty much evaporated off. And now that I've removed the lid and gave a few stirs, it's practically all gone now. And here's what it looks like. Oh, it smells so good. So we'll just remove that off the hot burner. And just in time, we've got our rice all done here. I'm just going to now pull out these fig leaves. So after I plate up the rice, I like to flavor mine with a little bit of Bragg's liquid aminos. Use whatever you want, use nothing, it's all up to you. Then I'm just going to put the squash now right on top. And I'd encourage you to get creative with this dish. If you want to add some more toppings, go for it. I'm going to be putting some cashews on top. I find the nuttiness of the cashews goes really well with this dish. And there we have it. Let me give it a try for you. This is really delicious, guys. I hope you're able to give it a try. I just wanted to show you the texture of the squash here. I really like to smash it together with the rice and eat it like that. So good. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. If so, please remember to give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, this is Dan from Plant Based Eats, wishing you a great rest of your night. I'll be talking to you again real soon. Take care.